are playing Cyberpunk 2077 today. Let me just send the stream to my my girlfriend. I did it again. Yeah, let me just send the stream. Yeah, I just got my dinner. Just got home from work. So, just chilled there. This one lady was really annoying. I work at a liquor store. And she was like, "You guys never have the tequila I want." I was like, "Yeah, sorry about that. We do have a shipment coming in this week." And then she was like, "You guys say that every time. And then I come in and you never have it." I was like, "Okay, yeah, sorry about that." She was like, what did she say next? I'm blanking. It'd be nice if my stick drift could fucking chill out for a sec. She was like, you need to write a note to your manager and tell them that that you guys need to get this one back in stock. I was like, "Yeah, for sure, I'll do that." I did not do that. Like, come on, I'm not doing all that. I don't know, man. These white women be really annoying me.
Get you anything?
D, hey,
Forget something?
come here, let's talk.
Like, she was really like, "You need to write a note to your manager." Like, manager isn't going to just magically have it in stock for you. I don't know.
All right, lay it on me. Was cruising the net, you feel? And I spotted an interesting class.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
guess.
if we never have
Now,
what you want, then go anywhere else, and they'll probably have it.
Edition
Like,
dating from before the.
We haven't gotten a big
you
shipment
know a thing or two about that, don't you?
after New Year's Eve,
how much that
so like
sauce
everything we
can bring
have
you and
is pre-New Year's and
No
pre-Christmas,
clipping
which is our
Just
busiest time
buy
of the year.
damn thing. Reimburse you twofold.
It's like, if it's really that big of a problem for you, then shop anywhere else. There's a Lee's Liquor 5 minutes away from here.
You thunk on it yet?
There's a Smith's across the street you can get alcohol at. There's a Walgreens across the street that you can get alcohol at. So it's just like, I don't know. Use your head. Like, not everything is our fault. But outside of that, everyone was pretty nice. It's like 85% cool people that are nice and chill. And then it's like 15% just
sounds about right.
Assholes or weirdos. Kind of, that's the way it goes. This one guy did come in today. He was he was wearing a Trump 2020 hoodie. This dude at my job got mad we didn't have any more lemons for the sweet tea, and he was like, "You guys haven't had lemons for..." I gotta go into chat to read it. For days, like, I can't control that shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, that isn't our fault. Like, that's not your fault. Like, that's not even your manager's fault either. Like, Your manager probably ordered them already, and you just haven't gotten them from the supplier. That's how people in my job are too. It's like it's the same exact thing. It's like we don't have it in stock, but like every time something goes out of stock, we've ordered it already. Yeah, like when are you gonna get more lemons? I don't know. I'm like I'm just a regular associate. I'm not the one responsible. Jesus Christ. Like I'm not the one that's responsible. I didn't even stop. I'm not the one responsible. Exactly. I don't know. I'm a mere employee. I'm almost on the same level as you are. All I do is make the food and put it in your bag. Or put it in your bag. Like, it's the same thing with us. It's like, all I do is ring up customers and stock what we have in the bag. I don't have control over when the shipments come or when, like, the stuff is going to come in. Like, it's just that simple.
Y-
Spell.
I. You want coke?
Are you trying to?
No, not at all. I
Because
just.
I really got it in for people who try that. Always tempted to end any conversation like that. Violently. Abruptly.
You'd be making a mistake. A bit. Also, I'm not a.
Damn.
You won't.
Better n-
Just flipped you the coordinates.
We'll see.
I was gonna say, is it gonna give me the location? The entitlement I deal with is insane. Yeah, it's just people not understanding that, like us low-level employees don't, we know the same amount as you, unless we're told differently by a manager or someone
Zetatech
higher up.
XP.
Least
Like,
that. Had one, you.
we're just not, we don't know. I'm gonna save because I think it does something wrong if I if I open this shard. And we standing on business. I'm a big stepper. Yeah, I think like she gets mad and she like refuses to pay me. So let's see. Can it stay, please? Oh, try again. Like all I know is that we have more stuff coming at the end of the week. That's all I know. Outside of that, I can't give. I don't know what's coming in. I don't know how much of it is coming in. All I know is that we have some stuff coming in at the end of the week. And some people just don't really take that as an answer. And it's kind of irritating. But again, you know, it is what it is. Oh, yeah, he does get mad at me for doing that. Let me, not then. Which one? Yeah, I love this one. Uh, I don't know. People were just really stupid. People forget what it's like to work in customer service, and it's so sad. Yeah, I know. It's really like it's sad in a way that's like upsetting sad, but it's also like sad in a way that's like pathetic. It's like, do you not know how things work? Like at your job, do you know everything at your job? Like, no, probably not. And I don't mean you as in you, well then, I just mean like you as in like people who ask for shit that and like get mad when you don't have something. It's like, do you know everything at your job? Do you know every little detail of things coming in and whatnot? Unless you're a manager, no, you don't. Which
So,
the idiots that we have to deal with
you got
are
As I said,
most
V,
likely not managers.
I understand.
the tablet's worth heap.
Maybe it is.
Any
Alright.
pleasure doing bit.
V,
Well, if you don't want me to bullshit with you like that, then don't bullshit with me like
Hey,
that.
hey, come here. I was talking.
I don't care. I need to quit my job so badly. Yeah, I know. You do. Like, the people you deal with are much more annoying than the people I have to deal with. Because, like, at my job, it's like 85% cool people who are just trying to chill, and have a good time that day, and they're not really mad about something. And then it's like 15% are like assholes or annoying. So like, yeah. They literally almost made me cry next week. What do you mean? Elaborate. What do you mean next week? I don't think a customer has ever made me cry. When I worked at Walmart, that one lady, made me really upset because she was calling me. Oh, last week. uh, yeah. That there was this Mexican lady that she made me pretty upset. I didn't cry, but I got close because she was calling me an idiot and a dummy and just like all these mean names. And it was like the issue we were having was her fault. Like we, I did personal shopping there, so like people put in online orders. I go around the store shopping for those orders, grabbing the items off the shelves, putting them in a cart, and then bringing it to our back room. And then at night, would like take the order. Sorry, I'm burping. Would take the orders out to their cars. Voice crack. Their cars, and the way it works is like for us to know that you're there in our parking lot is by checking in on the Walmart app on your phone,
Shit.
putting in
He's
your
in rough
parking
shape.
space, and then clicking that you're
But
here.
alive.
Like there's an option that says, like, when you have arrived,
Find the package.
put in your parking space, and then hit the confirm
He's a
button.
little worse for wear, but no issues.
And
What's next?
I prepared a car for
I
you.
looked at her
Put the man
phone,
in the trunk and head to Northside.
and I was
Your
like,
address is in
ma'am,
the
your order
GPS.
isn't, you are
Okay.
not checked in.
One
We
more
don't
thing.
have
Watch
your
for
order.
tigers.
And she
They've
was
got
like
their sights
screaming
trained
in
on
my
your new
face.
companion.
Wait,
And
what?
I was like, ma'am, your order is
Asshole hung up.
not, you are not checked in. We don't see you on our screens. Like, and she was like, I don't care. I want my order now. I want my groceries. I've been here for an hour. It's like, okay, You sat here for an hour, and you just didn't realize that something was up? Like, you sat here for an hour thinking that we were just not giving people their orders today? Like, we were just getting everyone's order but yours? And, yeah, I don't know, shit like that just baffles me. Like, literally screaming in my face, calling me an idiot, calling me stupid, calling us bad at our jobs, when, like, it was literally her fault. And then they made me take her order out to her. I was like, yo, she just screamed in my face, you mind taking this out? And they were all like, no, you got it, bro. And I was like, why? And their reasoning was, well, you already dealt with her, so, you know, we don't want to deal with her. I was like, yeah, okay, bro, sure. I didn't really have a choice, but that shit annoyed me. I was like, y'all literally, like, you're literally screaming in my face, calling me an idiot, when, really, I should be calling you a fucking idiot. That was the only time someone actually, like, ever yelled at me, though, like that. Yeah, my coworkers should have done it for me, but they didn't. They were like, nah, you got it. You already dealt with her, so you can do it. Yeah, I would imagine with McDonald's especially.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, all those fat, disabled people that you have to deal with. Yeah, I would imagine that, a lot of them are gonna get angry like that. Which is, like, that doesn't make it valid, just because they're fat or disabled or stupid. But it's still like, come on.
Oh, God.
People just suck. Entering the workforce and realizing that most people either are really stupid or just really rude and inconsiderate was like getting hit by a truck. Like, I did not realize that this many people in the world are just flat out idiots.
Track down Stretch.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either until, like, it, like, started happening to me. And it's like, these people are just terrible. Humans in general are
Job's
just
done.
terrible.
So,
He'll tell you.
In Japan, brain sergeant.
This is an
top
Office
level.
reference, by the way.
Good instinct. One day, Tiger Claw boss needs surgery.
I don't know if you've seen The Office, Belen, but this is a funny reference to it.
I hide in boat, swim to America.
So, like, on my job, and I was so happy to work there at first
But there is
because I wasn't
secret.
aware that people were mean. I thought it was a rare occurrence. Yeah, like you'd think it's like, oh yeah, every once in a while you'll get someone that's mean or rude, but it's almost like, yeah, it's a daily thing, especially like where you work, like yeah, and not even just at McDonald's, but like the area that you work in too, like just that side of town. Not to say that it's like the ghetto or anything, and like put you down, but like. People over there are just all like the people. I feel like everywhere in Vegas are becoming more and more ghetto, but especially over there, like people are just ghetto as fuck and rude. Like, I don't know. Everybody, every teenager in Vegas thinks they're a gangbanger, or and that was an accident.
All units in the area. Disorderly conduct reported in Watson. 331 responding.
Really annoying. It's
On my
terrible.
way,
Yeah,
dispatch.
it really is. It's terrible.
But only because I like you.
Like me and my coworker, Enzo, will literally like
Suspect's vehicle has
we'll
been
see
located.
certain people
Details
come
have
in.
been sent.
And like I went to Desert Oasis High School, so like we'll literally see people come in and be like, "Oh,
Suspect
yep,
has
that's a
disappeared.
Do kid
All
right there."
units on site. Continue
Face
searching the
tattoos,
area.
like the way they talk is like wannabe gangster, and like we're fully in the suburbs. One of the neighborhoods near me is literally called Royal Highlands. Royal Highlands. It's literally like I live in Southern Highlands, but the area just a little bit southwest of me is called Royal Highlands, and like all those houses up there are $1 million homes. Like there's no projects around where I live like whatsoever, and yet these people act like they're from the projects. I thought only bougie people went to that school. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. You have your fair share of like people that are like rich and actually act like that, but it's usually like women who are like, you know, like the mean girl archetype, basically. Like very stuck up and annoying. Some of them are really nice. Like some of the girls are really nice, but like a lot of them are very like mean girl archetype, and that's just the way it is, and it really sucks. It really sucks. I have jobs, yeah. What's this? Don't remember what that is. Go do that though. Like Floyd Mayweather, you know, the one of the world's greatest boxers to ever do it. His daughter went to Desert Oasis at the same time as my older brother did. And my older brother said she got in a fight and she was like the most ghetto person. The high school I went to was really ghetto. Yeah, I would imagine. But he said that Floyd Mayweather's daughter got in a really big fight. And Floyd Mayweather had to come into the school and like was mad because he had to pick up his daughter. And it's like, bro, you're Floyd Mayweather's daughter. You are almost a billionaire. Why are you starting fights at a high school? Like, what? I don't, like, that was a bad stutter. The stuff going on in these kids' brains are just insanity. Like, these kids think they have ops. Like, your op is the school counselor because they're telling you that you're not going to graduate. Your op is the dean because you're constantly getting in trouble. Like, your op is your math teacher because he's failing you, but he's failing you because you're either not doing the work or you're just a genuine dumb person. And you're not trying. Like, that's how it is with kids at my school. Or the school I went to.
Oh, fuck a dog doll.
One thing I know like I know my own name.
Keanu
You do
Reeves is
not
in this
poke
game, by the
around
way.
strangers' cool
He,
boxes. Best case scenario,
my op
you
actually
find a
was my math
half-gallon
teacher. Bro,
jug
my
of
op
rancid
was my
milk.
math teacher too,
Worst,
for real. My math teacher and my
motherfucker of a
English teacher.
Satmass. That's
Like-
Raish Bartmoss.
I don't know.
D.
Like,
Bartmoss. Data crash rabbit
it's the way it
Bartmoss.
goes.
Guy who trashed the first net?
Well, it wasn't his uncle. Yeah, him. I'd recognize that mug anywhere. Wanted posters all over. Poor bastard. Ended up here as a dead rat in a cool box. Till some circuit blew and he thawed like so much meat.
Uh-huh. Yeah, about 20 years back, judging by the stench.
Hold up, hold up.
Even if there is, it's bound to be bunk.
Bound to be. Wouldn't be so sure. Only one way to find out.
Nah, I need...
Said the gonk who missed...
My math teacher refused to let me retake a test, knowing damn well I needed to pass our class. Yeah, that's fucked up. A lot of these teachers are really just terrible people. And it's stuff like that that really makes it show.
See? Worth getting a little rot on your hands sometimes. Hey, just thinking. Cat at the Afterlife goes by Nix. Looked like somebody who'd know legacy tech. Chat him up. See what happens.
Like my English teacher.
Could end up pulling something.
I don't know, she sucked. She, every book that we read, like, in class, it's not like I wasn't trying. I was actually trying to do her work. And retake stuff. Yeah, that really sucks. I'm just actually bad at math. Dude, I suck at math. There's no shame in that. Like, we have other skills. You know? You know, we don't have, math-powered brains. Like, I'm just horrible. Like, I'm good at, like, basic math, fine. Like, you know, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Like, the basic shit. But, like, equations with, like just algebra, pre-algebra, geometry, like, I sucked at those. I was terrible. What is this? I'm just leaving all about this. I don't even have that. But yeah, no, my English teacher, we would, every time we would read a book in class, like, we'd be reading a book. I can't even do basic math. I can't process it like everyone else can. There's no shame in that either. Like, that's just the way it is sometimes. Like, I can't blame you. I didn't really get, like, the only reason I'm good at it is because I memorize shit. Like, 7 plus 6. 13. Like, like, even division, like, just normal division, I'm still, like, I gotta do it in my head. Like, I have to count it on my fingers, and, like, 12, 24, 36, 48. Like, I literally have to do backwards multiplication to figure out how many times something goes into something. Like, you know, no shame in that. That's just how it is for some people. But, my English teacher, please, no, turn off, please. Thank you. Yeah, my English teacher, every book we would read, we would be reading the audiobook.
You going to Vidar's funeral?
Oh, did they already get it?
And, like, we would just listen to the audio, like, basically. But, for the book To Kill a Mockingbird, she, like, insisted on reading it aloud herself, like, out loud to the class. And, I don't know if you guys read that book, or if you read that book, but that book, says the N-word, like, a whole bunch of times. Because it's about a black dude getting wrongly accused of raping a girl, and uh, of a white woman. Yeah, okay, so you do know it. Yeah, she insisted on reading that book aloud. And when we got to a part that finally said the N-word, she fucking was like, I don't know. It just seemed like she was hella excited to say it. She was like, okay, guys, this is the part that says the N-word. Alright? There's no reason to be offended. It's just words in a book, and I have to read it. Like, you don't have to read it. Like, you didn't have to read Ready Player One when we read that. Or War Games when we read that. Like, I don't know. Seems kind of... I don't know. You seem kind of excited to be able to say the N-word. It was really weird. And she wasn't even white either. She was like Asian. Like, not even like Hawaiian, which isn't Asian, but like, she wasn't even like Filipino or like something like that. Like, I feel like some Filipinos can get away with saying it. But like, she was Vietnamese. I think. Like, she definitely did not have the pass. No, I did not see a camera there. Okay, I'm not caught. That's good. But yeah, she was just, you could tell, she was like hella excited to be able to say it. There was some strange activities. She was just a jerk too, like, I hurt my knee going down the stairs. I think I told you about the time I tripped down the stairs. And was like really embarrassed about it. Well, I had hurt my knee, and like, it wasn't like, I wasn't injured, but like, my high school teachers would never. Yeah,
Man,
like, I could see that being the
takes
case.
me back.
How so?
I had hurt my knee that time,
Back in 2020,
tripping down
we
the
used it
stairs,
for pirate
and
broadcasts.
like it just had bent
You know,
backwards
blasting
like the wrong
hardcore
way,
punk
and it
with
was
bad
like sore.
frequencies and whatnot.
And I asked
So
to
this
go to
must
the
be how
nurse,
Raph
like
and
right
Shiv
when I
hacked
got
those
into her
drones.
class. I asked to go to
was
the nurse.
beginning to think you'd never
Got
figure
my
it
little
out.
paper pass. Like, you know, the nurse passes. And I got my pass. And went to the nurse. Got a bag of ice, which was, it was literally just a Ziploc bag with ice inside of it. And I come back to her class.
Look on the bright side. I'm not even gonna
Are you kidding me? Why am I stuck? And yeah, I came back, walked into class with a bag of ice on my knee.
Nice work on that antenna.
And
The tricky part of having
she was like,
is knowing how to use it, but not
I walk in and I threw the note, like the nurse's pass. I threw it on, just into the trash. And while I threw it in the trash, there was a kid blowing his nose, like a couple of times. Like by the time I had actually, gone to sat down and walked past her desk, she was like, "You need, I need the note," and I was like, "Why?" She was like, "So I can make sure you went to the nurse." I was like, "Do you see the bag of ice on my knee?" She was like, "I need the note." Like, just kept saying, "I need the note." I was like, "You don't need the note, though. Like, you're just gonna look at it, see the signature from the nurse, and then throw it away yourself in your trash can. So, like, you don't need the note." And, she was like, "Tyler, I need the note, or you're going to the dean's." And I was like, I almost said, "Send me to the," why is he sliding? I almost said, "Alright, then send me to the dean. He'll tell you the same thing." Like, I'm not grabbing the note out of the trash. Exactly! Where did she think the ice came from? There's only one entire fucking place in the entire school that I could have gotten the bag of ice from. Like, it's not like there's an ice machine where I could just go pour ice into my cup, or like you know, like in the lunchroom or something. It's not like that's a thing. Like, there's only one place in the entire school I could have gotten a bag of ice, and it was the nurse's office. And, like, she just was so insistent on grabbing the note. So just to shut her the hell up, and so I didn't get in actual trouble, I went and got the note out of the trash can, and I just tossed that shit on her desk, like, here you go, damn, and walked back to my desk. And, like, she acted like I was the problem. And I'm like, bro, you are insisting I need the note when you can literally just look at the fucking bag of ice I'm holding against my knee. I could have told her to get it herself, but then that would have just been like, she would have definitely sent me to the dean after that. And Dean already didn't like me, so. Yeah. The dean was already not a big fan of your boy. So I didn't really want to go to his office. Again. No, I wasn't a troublemaker. I had just gotten caught with I got caught with okay, so there was 3 times I got caught with something. I got caught with weed, like actual like flower weed. Right, I know. Why wouldn't the dean like me? Yeah, I got caught with weed, and this was my sophomore year, and I'll explain why that's relevant. But I'd gotten caught with like actual flower weed, and that was the first time I got caught with something, and I was like really, I was like scared. I was like, no, my mom's gonna beat my ass. It's so over for me. No, I wasn't no, like that's not really my definition of troublemaking. That's more of just like me doing me and like them having a problem with it. You know what I mean? That's the way I like to put it. I was just doing me. Like I wasn't selling or like doing anything bad with it. I was just smoking it. You know what I mean? Like, but
You cashed in all your favors with me.
I got caught with weed, and then they couldn't get a hold of my mom, and so like I got home and my mom said nothing to me. Why would they not have had an issue with that? No, they did, but I didn't get suspended or like in trouble, but they definitely like, you know, they definitely didn't like it. They took it, and I don't know if they threw it away or what, but they took it. It was only like a little bit too. And then I had the second time I got caught with a weed vape. So it was like it's like those little cartridge things. I don't know if you know what those are, but it's basically just like a weed pen, a wax pen. And why would you take it to school? Because I used to have a problem. I don't smoke weed anymore. I had to stop. Actually, like recently, like a couple of months ago, I had to stop because I was having really bad panic attacks. And so, yeah, I stopped smoking weed. But yeah, I would take it to school because, you know, I would go into the bathroom and hit it. And like, it was easier for me to be high during class just to be able to deal with. Because I liked smoking weed. Like it wasn't like you know, I liked it. It was cool. It was cool, but it was like I enjoyed being high off of weed. Like I don't really like doing other stuff. Like I don't I know it's wrong. Well, it's legal. It's legal now. It was legal then too, actually. They made it legal here in 2016, and this was in 2018. So it was legal. It was legal, just not for me to do it. Yeah, I just you know how it is. I liked smoking weed, and it was easier to be high and deal with my shitty teachers and deal with not like wanting to be at school. So I'd like smoke with my friends and then skip class. Well, hey, it's a good thing I don't smoke anymore. I stopped because yeah, I was having really bad panic attacks off of it. Yeah, that was the second time I got caught was with.
I remember that gig. Blew my vocal cords out so hard.
The dean had every right not to like you. No, I know. Like I never said he was wrong for disliking me. He definitely like was valid. And then the second time they go to call my mom, never answered, and so they didn't really do anything about it. I didn't get suspended or I didn't get in actual trouble. And then the third time I got caught with a vape, like a nicotine vape, which that I still do. Yeah, that I still do. I still vape. I used to smoke cigarettes. Like I would steal my mom's cigarettes and my dad's cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Not like I like cigarettes, but I only like a certain kind. I only like Marlboro Reds. And like, here's the thing with cigarettes. Yeah, they're nasty and like all that mumbo jumbo. But like some people look cool with a cigarette in their hands, like Robert De Niro. And I feel like I'm one of those people. I feel like I look cool with a cigarette in my hand. Like, I am a vibe, bro. Anywho. But yeah, no, the third time he caught me with a vape. And, what's it called? They were finally like, okay, what's the deal? We can never get a hold of your mom. What's the deal here? And it wasn't even my fault I got caught with the vape too. My dumbass friend hit my vape while we were in the locker room in PE. And he got caught hitting it, and then as he was hitting it,
I've got your bootlegs.
He like handed it like as the PE coach saw us.
When you hired me to find
he handed me my vape back. I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks, bro."
Ooh, yeah.
He was like, "My bad. I just kind of panicked, didn't know what to do."
What?
And I was like, "It's alright."
Park downstairs.
That time I finally did get in trouble because they were like, "Give us your mom's phone number."
Fucking far out, Sean.
And
I won't forget
because I told them what had happened was my mom. So like, you know how you give the school your parents' phone numbers at the beginning of every school year?
Well done, V.
Well, my mom changed her phone number like 2 weeks after that.
A satisfied client means
So like,
a satisfied fixer.
yeah. Why wouldn't you learn your lesson after like the first time not to bring anything to school? Because like I was just in that phase of life where I was like, I don't care about anything. I'm cool and I don't care about getting in trouble or how people see me or how people think of me. I'm still kind of that way, but like I have some sense now, at least. Uh, like, I don't like you know, there's people who like you'll see at like the grocery store who like are hitting their vapes in the aisles and blowing big clouds of smoke while they're grocery shopping, or like in places like in just like public places inside places like that. That I don't do. Like I have some decorum nowadays, you know what I mean? Uh yeah, they finally got my mom's phone number, and she of course answered it like immediately. Uh and they told her everything and was like, "Yeah, we caught your son with weed twice, and nowadays your little story is, ugh, you dummy, why? You know, just 'cause, you know, we all go through that phase where we're like, I don't care about anything. I'm cool, and yeah, it's basically what it was. Like, I don't care about anything. Everything sucks." It was like that time of my life. It was also like my parents had just splitting up. My dad had just moved to. They didn't just split up. No, they had. My dad had just moved to Austin, and it was a tough time. Not to say that that's any reason for my behavior, but that was just my way of dealing with it at that time. And I got home that day after getting caught with the nicotine vape, and yeah, I got a swift kick in the ass by my mom. She smacked the shit out of me and took away my PlayStation, my. I'm gonna crash out on this system. I don't know if that was muted the whole time or not, but I didn't see your chat. What did it say? Let me go to it. The only thing I ever got caught with was razor blades in 7th grade when I was 13, but they were nice to me about it. Well, yeah, I can see them being nice to you about that, because that's like an actual concern to your well-being. Not my parents. They told me to do it for real. Yeah, I remember you saying that, which is pretty shitty. That's quite shitty of them. Not sure how to react to that. Uh, but they let me go with no punishment. I mean, as they should have. I mean, be kind of fucked up if they were like, "You're cutting yourself? ISS, you're suspended. Get out of our school." Like, that would have been fucked up. But you know, yeah, my mom eventually found out about everything and kicked my
I
ass.
saw more of those freaky murals. All just a bunch. I'm pretty sure my.
The tarot tells the story of a fool's journey. Show me what you found. I'll tell you what's left.
Here.
You're still missing 2 arcana.
I
Judgment
wasn't
and the
a
devil.
bad kid. There were kids
My guess
doing
is
way,
that they
but like
relate to a
again,
turning
like
point
I
in your
wasn't
life,
selling
one
or
that's soon to
anything. Like
arrive.
there were kids like selling coke and pills at my school, and like doing actual bad things.
What's this
Like
judgment about?
I was just
One
smoking
possible
weed
future of redemption,
and getting caught with
transition,
my own weed.
awakening. The angel with the trumpet
Yeah, I'd ground my
symbolizes
kid
the end of an era
for doing that too.
and a call to rebirth,
Because, like,
to a new beginning.
why are you doing that? Like, now I understand.
Rather not
But,
run
like,
into the devil. Got a feeling he's
you
bad
know,
vibes.
sometimes you
That's the
gotta,
card of primal dormant desires,
sometimes you
but
gotta
also the will to survive.
get older and look
Doesn't
back
sound
and
so bad,
realize,
actually.
It also...
like, oh, what I was
What's up
doing
with the
was
wandering
not
fool?
great, and I probably shouldn't
The
have been
fool
doing
is
that.
you. You've...
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Thanks. Didn't get much of that, but thanks.
You'll understand when the time comes. I can't explain everything.
I don't care what other
All
kids
the
are
tarot
doing, they're
can
not
tell
my
me is
kids.
that you will reach the world by
They can
one
sell
of 4
pills.
paths.
I'm talking about
Meaning?
you.
The final leg of the journey
Yeah.
goes through the sun, the star, temperance, or the devil.
Could just
Yeah, that's
die.
fair.
Not even get that far.
Oh, come on.
I just
You
mean,
won't let that
like,
happen.
I wasn't nearly
Take
as
this.
bad
That's
as
all I can do to
what
help.
other kids were doing.
Good luck, V.
What did she even just give me?
What are you... checking them out?
Nah, Chum of mine used to work here, that's all.
Oh yeah? Since when you get those kind of tunes?
From way back. Doesn't matter.
So what happened to her? She die or something?
Nah, changed jobs and skipped town. For a while.
Oh, I get it. A tune.
Oh,
So
I
you
wouldn't
wanna
say she
hi?
forgave me too quickly.
Chat about the good old days?
She took my PS5 and my phone. My mom's kind of always been like that. Like, she feels bad for doing that kind of stuff because she knows, like, we'll have nothing else to do. And we'll just be bored out of our minds wanting to kill ourselves. So, like, she kind of felt bad and eventually gave me my PS5 and phone back. But when I got my phone back first, not my PS5, PS5 wasn't out then, the PS4. But by the time I got my PS4 back, she had already, like, we had no money and, we couldn't even afford Wi-Fi. So, we legitimately had no Wi-Fi in my house for, like, another 2 years. And then, so, like, I couldn't even do anything. Like, all I could do was watch DVDs and, like, play offline games, which really sucked for a while. But, eventually we got Wi-Fi. And then my dad died. So, and then we got a bunch of money from that and, had a good, we were not rich, but, like, we were comfortable for probably, like, 2 years. And then back to poor. I mean, yeah, I don't mean to be casual about it. It's just, and then my dad died. Yeah, like, I don't mean to be casual about it, but, you know, that's just kind of like, I've come to terms with it by now at this point. Like, I'm not over it. Like, I still think about him every day.
Wait.
And,
They just came and took him just
it's
like
a tough thing to deal
They
with
said they
when
had to
one of your
reevaluate
parents
part of his code.
says,
I
I
tried
don't
stopping them, told him
want
he
to
was my
see you
best
grow
friend.
up, get
They looked at
married,
me like
have
I was
kids.
crazy.
I'd rather die.
I knew it. They took.
Which
Bring
that
him
wasn't
back.
his, like, that wasn't his, like, I don't think that was his intent. He was just a very troubled soul. And, he was a drug addict, an alcoholic. So he had, he had his issues. So the way I think of it at this point is like, I don't know him, but it wasn't about you. No, I know it wasn't about me or my brother. Like, I know that. Like, he had his issues and uh he was pretty, I mean, I don't know how broke he was because when my aunt and cousin, his sister and niece, when they went and like cleaned out his apartment and like mailed us a bunch of stuff, like mailed us like all of his stuff. Like he had like a bunch of shit that was like, how did you pay for this? But it's also like, I don't know, I feel like some of that he probably bought. Like there was a $1,200 laptop, which I have. It's my laptop that I use. It was a $1,200 laptop, like not opened, just in the box. So like I don't know if he knew he was going to kill himself, and then so he bought a laptop and knowing that one of us would have it. Like I don't know if that's the case, but like
Brent.
What Brendan's that again?
I'm pretty sure
when
he
your
was
energy's
poor.
low, grab a
Not
drink to
poor,
go,
but
go,
like
go,
not
or
doing good with money.
however it is.
And
that schism they brought in.
yeah,
he really does have some of the.
It is what it is at this
but,
point.
hey,
you know, you
look,
learn to deal
I can't
with
let
it.
you back there. Can't
You
afford to
learn
have
to
to break
kind of
something even worse.
rationalize it. Like, at least he's
Got no idea
he doesn't have to deal with addiction
unique.
anymore. He doesn't
Bet the
have to
bank
deal
you've
with
never come across a
depression.
machine with that kind of cognitive matrix. For an AI
You know,
to exist in
that
such
kind
a
of thing.
small...
Well...
What do you mean? You're not getting scrapped, are you? You were making bank.
Thanks for the compliment, but I guess that's the problem. Seems like I was unfair competition in the SCSM market. They're updating
I
my
wouldn't
system
be
as we
living
speak
in this nice house
to make me sound less like a real person. My boss really didn't like that. I
Not to say that I'd rather have this house than my dad. I would for sure.
Why did I say stuff they didn't want to hear about themselves? If somebody wants a therapy session,
like,
they go
I
to a
wouldn't
psych doc.
have the stuff that I have.
Soda machine.
This nice house. I wouldn't be who I am.
I suspected
had
as
that
much.
not happened.
You're not actually an AI, are you?
So it's not like I'm not saying like I'm grateful that it happened.
Your code monkey.
Because again, I'd rather still have my dad. But
looks like the update will soon be
that's
complete.
the way
Tell Theo that I'll miss her.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, you know?
You thought I'd be sad, didn't you? As if I really was a sentient being. A real person? I'll tell you my last joke in the voice of a dying hero. What else can you do but laugh in the face of death?
You know what? Go for it. I could learn to laugh like that too.
Don't get all mushy on me now, V. You have to keep living. Tell Theo that she's stronger than she thinks.
Don't worry, Brendan. I'll tell her.
Hey, V, where was Johnny Silverhand when the bomb at Arasaka Tower went off?
I don't know where.
All software update
back
installed
then,
successfully.
or like if you did it now, because those are two different. I'd have two different answers. If you had succeeded back then I wouldn't have found such an amazing soul and person that you are and that I know today. And you know, your family would be upset and stuff, of course. Even if they kind of treat you like shit. If you did it now, that would also really suck. Because, like, I won't get to really... Because I feel like I really know you, but like, there's still obviously things I don't know about you. So I wouldn't be able to learn those things that I don't know. I don't get to really know you as a... Like, I obviously know you as a person, but I wouldn't get to actually fully be able to like absorb you into my life, because you know, I really I'm not trying to die now. I'm pretty happy nowadays. Well, that's good. That's really good.
We have a situation in Westbrook. Please respond.
You know, that's always really good.
If it's Uridine again.
I mean, you know, I've never attempted, but I've thought about it seriously more than a couple times. So, like, I understand the feeling. I'm definitely the last couple years I've gotten better. The last couple months I've certainly gotten better. Having known you, you've really become a shining light in the darkness. Not to sound corny, but yeah, you've really become like a light shining through the darkness.
Where
You
is he? Is he
thugged it
coming
out.
back?
You really did thug it out. Sometimes all it takes is being like,
Well, that doesn't sound so
sometimes
bad,
really
right?
all it takes is like, you know, locking in
Worrying for
and
nothing, aren't I? Blowing
just
things out of proportion,
actually
assuming the
trying
worst.
to get better
Typical.
and looking for ways to be better. And that's what you did, and I'm happy that you did.
I got there too late. They updated his system.
Is that bad news?
The Brennan you knew is gone. They replaced him with some generic AI that's gonna be in every schism. He told me to
Fuck! Oh.
Fuck!
I mean, thanks. Damn it. That stupid robot was the best thing to happen to me in months. You know, Brendan got me out of
I'm gonna...
I don't want to do that. She, so there was that, so you saw that vending machine that I was talking to. He, yeah, it's pretty funny. That vending machine was like acting really human-like. And, the AI, I guess, was like, the vending machine was like helping her, like, deal with stuff. And she told me to go and find him. I guess the vending machine was giving her like therapy. I don't. I mean, it's not like I don't not know. Like that's what it was. But yeah.
Shut your trap.
The vending machine got taken by the company that made it, and basically had its AI replaced to be like all the other ones.
Because it's time for a little intervention. Check the
That was me when I got addicted to character AI my junior year. Yeah, it happens.
What do you sell?
Mr.
Heard you.
Listen.
You don't have anything. He said, we got some pretty top-notch tech in here. They don't have anything. They have flares, guitar picks, hand fans, medical gauze, ritual bowls, rosary, and vinyls. I talked to my child AI bot more than my boyfriend at the time. Sounds like child was your boyfriend at the time. I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. There's gotta be a back entrance to this place. Or a side entrance. Look at that. I was right. He sleeps in my bed, so probably. Yeah, literally. You do have the body pillow. So, yeah. I do have competition, and it's a body pillow. Which is not an issue, but, it's pretty funny. Can't believe my parents would buy you that. Yeah, honestly, I'm really surprised that they got you that. It's pretty funny. Why can't I kill him? They're just supportive of my interests, of your interests. Yeah, I mean that's always a good thing. You know. They let me have my child party and everything. I know, like that out of context sounds kind of iffy, but yeah, that's good. You know, that's always good to have parents that care about your interests and don't just listen and wait until you're done speaking and then are like, finally, you know what I mean? Hold on. I mean, I don't think you have to call him Tartag the entire time, like every time, but like I think in certain sentences, that might be a better idea. But like, it's good that your parents are supportive of your interests. Like, every time I talk about movies, my mom's just kind of like, when is he gonna stop talking? Like, it seems kind of like that. He's Russian and a war criminal. Well, that's certainly something. He's also attempted mass genocide. This is your favorite character? Is it for those reasons, or like, is he just hot? Like, I know what the character looks like, but is it because of those things, or is it just because you think he's hot? So that is what that is what I am wondering now. Yes. Okay. No, of course not. I don't know. The first time, his personality did it for me. Well, that's all that matters. Seems like a cool guy. I do have kind of a surprise for you. Revolving tar tag. Not gonna say what it is though, but I will let it be known that, like, they are hot, but they are so boring. Oh, because there's hot characters in Genshin that I hate. Like, they're hot, but they're boring. Yeah, that's how a lot of hot characters in video games are. They're usually, like, boring. Tartaglia. Like, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, understandable. Like, I don't know, I can't think of any character that I'm like, yeah, she's so hot. I can't think of any characters. I mean, Baldur's Gate, some Baldur's Gate characters, like, Karlach is pretty cool, but she's also a tiefling fire demon, so, like, yeah. Anyways, I do have a, like I was saying, I do have a Tartaglia related surprise for you. I'm not gonna say what it's gonna be, but I will say that it has to do with Valentine's Day, and you'll see what it is. You'll see what it is on Valentine's Day. He's just sassy and he's super, like, family oriented and deeply cares about his family, so that's why he's so cool. I just yawned, but not because that's boring to me. But he also attempted to commit genocide against Chinese people. Why Chinese people? What did they do? Other than, I mean, steal our data. Ha 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 ha. But he also didn't mean it, and he was having a bad day. Yeah, you know, I also almost commit mass genocide because of a bad day. You know, that, it happens. Are you gonna ask about what the Tartaglia related surprise may be? Do you care? Because I do have a little something up my sleeve.
Where are you heading off
Well, you said you weren't... Let me see what that says. Well, you said you weren't gonna tell me. I mean... I can give you a hint if you want. I am excited. I can give you a hint if you want. Just say if you want me to give you a hint. Because I do have a little bit of a trick up my sleeve. Whoa, why did I just drive over him? It may or may not have to do with the voice actor's profile on the website Cameo.
Fuck.
It may
Another
or
guy
may
who
not
thought fate smiled
have something to do with
He's probably smiling himself before he
his
OD'd
$70 Cameo price
what you get
on
for
that
something.
website.
Poor
But that's all
bastard.
I'll say.
His output's probably out in Albuquerque. Hey, we got company.
Oh, he also attempted genocide against French people. Well, they deserve it, so. The French are, the French suck. What did the French do? I don't know, exist? No. They just... Oh, they're very pretentious. And they hate Americans for, like, seemingly no reason, just because we're Americans. And we don't live there. Like, I don't know, there was a French guy at Walmart once, and like, he came up to me, except in Genshin we don't call France, France. In the Genshin universe we call it Fontaine. Oh, okay. Well, the Fontanians, they get mad. Like, yeah, no, I had a French guy come up to me at Walmart once, and, like, speaking full French to me. Like, expecting me to know, like, what he was saying. And he was, like, speaking French. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't speak French, I'm sorry about that. And he, like, was irritated. He was like, ugh. I was like, okay, guy.
Well, well. These are the results I like to see. Until next time, brother. Gate closed.
He was like, ugh, I have to I have to speak your dirty American English. Like, ugh.
Yes? Talk to me.
I don't know. They just annoy me.
Tell me
Exactly.
about the
Like,
Badlands.
did he just expect me
Not
to
much going
fully
on out
start
here, huh?
speaking in
Au
French back to
contraire.
him? Like, we don't. Like, we speak. Like, not to sound like racist, but like, most Americans speak English, and I'm clearly a white guy. So like, I speak English, brother. Like, I understand you may be like a little disappointed that I don't speak French and that you gotta speak English, but like, that's super pretentious of him to be like, ugh, I have to say it in English. Like, that's what he said. He went, ugh, I guess I'll say it in English. I was like, okay, dude. Also, their country smells like piss. Maybe he thought I was French. I mean, that's a possibility.
Man, did I miss you.
But, yeah, that's a possibility. But, like, even still, it's like, I don't know. Like, use your brain, bro. I don't know, the French people just think they're better than everyone.
No fucking mercy! Finally, some action! Not now!
Genshin, we have Germany, China, Japan, the Middle East, France, Mexico, and Russia. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty lit. I fuck with the rest of those countries, maybe Germany a little bit less than the rest of them, for their past, occurrences. But, I mean, seems like they're mostly cool now.
Ride or die! It's almost through! Keep going!
Why are they doing so much damage to me? God damn, man. Like, I don't understand how I'm taking so much damage right now.
Netrunner!
I'm legitimately about to die. Hold on. Oh, I gotta open YouTube to read that chat. Let me just get out of this ridiculous fight, and then I'll read what you said.
Oh yeah! Oh, the kill!
This was not what I signed up for!
Is Genshin, what is the plot of, and this isn't related to your chat, that I'll read in a second here. What is the plot of Genshin? Is it like, guys, we've gotta find the Genshin, and it's gonna have an impact?
took you long enough.
Iris Tanner, I'm supposed to get you out of here.
I'm not...
Okay, let me read what you said. But I'm Mexican, so I'm literally from Natlan. Except Genshin did my country so dirty. Well, it's anime, so, you'd expect them to be a little bit, unfair to the non-light colored races.
No, it wasn't the spec. And no, it's not particularly fast either.
As I can.
Let's say it's between you and me, huh?
You know, leave it up to the Japanese people to, be racist to black and brown people. Not racist, but, you know, unfair. With, portrayals. Basically, you have a sibling that you travel with different worlds, to the different worlds. But then you go to Teva, but an unknown god stops you and takes away your sibling. Oh, and you gotta go and get your sibling. And then you wake up 500 years later, and you're stuck in Teva. That's interesting. A long time. And then you gotta reunite with your twin. Yeah, that's pretty, sounds pretty interesting.
Thanks for taking care of my ride.
Don't mention it. Why didn't you want to work with Dakota before?
But your twin is evil.
I'm not crazy
Okay,
about
there seems to be a lot going on
pimps
here.
without the special favors.
Right.
And you're on different sides of a war.
Lining up my own clients. Playing
Yeah,
by
that's certainly the
when you're a lone
conundrum.
wolf, there's no fixers waiting to steal a cut of your hard-earned cash.
Yeah,
So I
that's
take it this is an
definitely,
exception.
And the last, hopefully.
An interesting dilemma.
Jemime.
Dakota?
Sister. Cut the bullshit, alright? I'm no one's sister.
In the story,
Just tell me what I have to do.
find
After that, we're even.
your sibling, and you're like, I found you, let's go home. And they're like,
Thanks for everything. Just make sure you get what she owes you.
I joined the abyss.
Thanks.
Okay.
Nice doing biz with you.
I'm listening.
Yeah, that's it's unfortunate, but I'm sure by the end they and then ditches you and you're devastated. Yeah, understandable. But you know, I'm sure it all works out in the end. It usually does. Or does the game end with you killing your twin? I bet it's one of those choice games where you make choices and you can choose whether to kill them or join them. Or if you make the right choices before that point, you can bring them back to the good side. It seems like one of those games, like just from an outsider's perspective who's never played it before.